Yeah, because you had red hair in one scene, and then you had blonde hair in another.
Yeah, it's always red. There's that one scene where there's a white wig that goes on behind when you change behind the bed.
You're fabulous. The whole play was fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm gonna go find someplace warm, but say hi, Lynne. Hi. Okay, we'll get to this in a minute. All right, okay, bye guys. Guys, I am sitting with Lynne Abeles. She is currently playing Carlotta in Phantom of the Opera.
On occasion.
On occasion.
Yeah.
In the program it said Thursdays and Fridays.
That's this week.
Yeah.
But I have an understudy for it. Yeah.
And she has an understudy for that, and so she's the understudy for Carlotta, and she is her role when you got cast was
Spanish lady.
The Spanish lady.
First soprano in the ensemble.
Let me just tell you, she's an amazing soprano. Oh my god.
Thank you.
It was so good.
Thank you.
I'm like my mouth. I mean, I already knew because we went to school together. We actually took the music theater worked out University of Miami. We actually took like the University of Miami's Bachelor of Music's program. So we had a lot of classes together.
Yeah.
I wish I was a better student. I was so bad.
So we all do.
It's like if I wish I would have paid more attention.
Yeah. Doesn't it seem like a million years ago?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, a million years ago.
It was. But at the same time, I'm like, I see you and I'm like, oh my god, I know you, you know?
Yeah, I know.
So it feels really good. Plus, when I came to New York, like Lynne was one of the first people that was at a party that I was invited to, and she's like, we've got similar friends, so yeah, I am really, really proud of her. She's fantastic. If you haven't gone to see Phantom of the Opera, if you're coming to visit New York, you have to go and see it. If you aren't already planning to see it, but you have to go see it so you can see Lynne. So do that. But
be honored.
So you went to school, the University of Miami. That's your college.
I did. Yeah. But I started out as a theater major at USC in LA.
Oh.
So, did you know that? Yeah, I was there for about a year and a half, and then it wasn't really sticking, and I needed some time to figure it out. So I took a year off, and I started taking voice lessons kind of regularly, and I really fell in love with singing. And then I applied to University of Miami to transfer and do a vocal performance major. So I ended up with vocal performance major and a minor in theater at university.
Right. Yeah. And you were doing, but you took up operatic training.
I did. Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Was there a reason why?
My mom is an opera singer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And she and I mean, it was always kind of around when I was home, and I would go to, I have so many memories as a little girl going to see her sing, and she was in the San Francisco Symphony Chorus, and I remember seeing her do Cenerentola, and she played Cinderella, and she was amazing. So there was always kind of, opera around, and that's just kind of how my voice developed, I guess, and I don't know, and I let it kind of go naturally. I never took voice lessons too early. I just kind of started when I was older. Seriously, when I was about 18, I was taking regular voice lessons.
Yeah.
And then I kind of segued. Phantom is perfect for me. It's a perfect segue between, musical theater and opera.
Do you remember when we'd be in our music theater class?
Yes.
Do you remember me picking on you? Saying, is she going to sing Phantom this week? Is she going to sing Phantom this week? I used to say that all the time. In fact, on my tour, whenever we go by, we talk about Phantom and I talk about you.
So I
joke about it.
She predicted it.
I did. I'm psychic.
That's kind of amazing. That's amazing.
No, I was teasing you because I was like, but she's doing musical theater. And I'm like, there's not a lot of opera musical theater out there.
Yeah. But that, the opera world is totally changing. It's becoming much more similar to musical theater in that it's much more visual, and I was always kind of interested in doing roles rather than types of voice parts. So I just wanted to play and have fun. And so it really segued into this crossover world that I found myself in. And I love 20th century compositions and things like that. So it really segued to Phantom. Phantom was, if I was going to be in a Broadway show, it was going to be Phantom, and you called it.
Yeah, see? It's awesome. It's great. Like the role she's playing, you are just the right age to be not too young and can continue the role until you're until the show is ever, if it ever does close.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So it's like you really won the jackpot of the Broadway musical world.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a good gig.
She's amazing. So go see it. You process and how you audition.
How I got the job.
Yeah, you auditioned and it was.
Yeah. Well, when I auditioned, when I originally auditioned, it was years ago, and it was for the Vegas casting of Phantom. So it was when they were putting up Vegas, which has since closed, but the show there. And I went in to sing for Christine because that's what I thought I was appropriate for.
Yeah, yeah.
It's okay. So I went in and I sang With Me, and they were like, that was good, but do you have something more Carlotta's? Because I guess they heard that there was a little bit more of a classical sound there. And it was really before I had accessed more of my musical theater sound, because since then I have a little bit more, and I've kind of trained it before. But so they asked me for something Carlotta, and thankfully I had something in my book that showed that off, which was literally gay, all that high coloratura. And I sang it, and he was all into it, and then I never heard from him again. I was like, okay, I guess that came with, you know. And it was years that went by. I was doing small operas here and there, and small gigs, and I was nannying, and I was hostessing, and I was waitressing. And I just got a call out of the blue that they were looking for places on Broadway, so I was on a list that they kept. And I came back in, and I did a series of basically 3 auditions at that time. And it took about a month, and after a month I was cast. And I was cast, I got the phone call on a Sunday night, I was signing contracts on Monday, and I had my first rehearsal on Tuesday, and I made my Broadway debut the following Thursday.
Oh my God.
Crazy. I was like, okay, I quit my job.
But you opened your heart, you opened your mind to it, and you were like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, and you know, I was kind of thinking, well, should I segue into something else? Should I explore other careers? I wasn't sure. I was in this transition period, and it just came at the right time, and I was so shocked when I got that phone call how much I really wanted it. I really wanted it. And I knew that Carlotta had this high E, which is so high. And I had never sung a sustain. I've never sung that note.
Yeah.
I've never sung it. So I was like, okay, I gotta get into the practice room and figure out how to get that into my voice.
Yeah, I think working with Kate Johnson at the University of Miami, who was an operatically trained teacher, soprano teacher, she told me one time we were warming up and I got to like a D, and I was like, I didn't know I could hit that.
You are fierce. You have an amazing voice. She has an amazing voice. This girl can belt. She's amazing.
I want to work on it though. I need to tone it in and roll it in. I really do. I want to, because I know I can hit some high notes. And she told me I was a coloratura.
Wow.
And I don't know what that means.
So you were hitting a high D? I think so.
Yeah.
High C? Wow.
But it wasn't like all the time ever. If I would have just focused when I was in school, but it's not over. You can still go to school and you can study.
You know, I remember when we were in school, I had a bunch of my friends were grad students, or performance grad students, and Misty Bermudez, who's this beautiful, beautiful mezzo. She's in Miami. She's still in Miami. She told me that she remembered that she was impressed that I was always in the practice room as an undergraduate. That she would come in and see me in those rooms, always practicing. Because it doesn't always happen. And I think because I had taken a year off and I had transferred and I had really figured out what I wanted to do, I was really serious about it because I'd taken time to figure that out. So by the time I got to University of Miami, it felt more like a graduate experience than it did.
Yeah, I always saw you as very professional, a very professional student. I was like, Lynn's really got her game together. I'm like, I had karaoke doing stuff, and she's
I've just always been an old lady. I'm always like, I'm gonna go to bed at 10:30 at night.
But it's the hard work has paid off. You were ready when you got the audition. You went in and you did it. It's like you got it, and now you're doing it. It's like that's what we can all aspire for. I have the tour groups come in and they talk and and they ask, what's the rehearsal schedule like? I'm like, these people are busy.
Yeah, we work hard. I mean, what I tell people a lot is that when you go to see a Broadway show and you see the bows at the end, most of the time, I don't know, I can't speak for other shows, but for our show, we do rehearse quite a bit. And so when all the people in the ensemble are taking the bow, the initial people, those people have probably been in rehearsal for 4 hours, had a 2-hour break, and then came back and did the show again. So we work really hard. We're in rehearsal. We do 8 shows a week. Yeah. It's rigorous. It's hard work, but it's so good.
And those costumes.
are so heavy.
They have to go up and down those staircases at the Majestic.
Yeah, I know. I mean, when I joined the show, my quads just kind of doubled in size, and my butt got a little bit higher because I just kept climbing stairs.
In heels.
Yeah, in heels. I do most of my costume changes up 5 flights of stairs. So
no wonder you lost weight.
Oh yeah, you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it.
God.
So the whole wardrobe department is constantly
But hey, you don't have to plan it down like when your exercise schedule is or anything. You're like, yeah, no, I did it today. Check. It's done.
That's true. If I skip running one day, it's all right. I get some exercise at work.
Now, I was watching, I'm watching the show and I'm thinking to myself, what can I ask her about the process, working? Because you're working in a show that not only was one of your character a star in the show, it's like a show within a show within a show, I feel.
There is that show within the show. I mean, the first scene, well, not the first scene. The first scene is auction, so that's in present day, and then it goes into flashback for Hannibal. And Hannibal, it's the rehearsal, what you're first watching. And then, when I come out with the head and I'm singing, that's all the rehearsal. And then there's, oh, great, now I have to stop again. And so then you go into real life. So you see show within show throughout the whole thing. And the Il Muto, which is with the bed and the big white wig, that's kind of the play on the Mozart opera that they're doing.
Yeah.
So there are shows within the show.
But as far as working with the big names that roll in and the changeover in the cast.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure that happens with all the other musicals, but especially for Phantom, it's kind of like
people come in and out. Yeah.
Big thing.
It's a big thing. And right now,
you guys put add in the extra rehearsal time.
We do. When there are people coming in, there's more rehearsal. So we rehearse all the new people, and then we have at the end, once they're prepared, they have what's called a put-in, which is their last rehearsal, and they're in costume, and the rest of us are not, which is always fun. And they're expected to bring snacks for everyone. And that's basically their final dress rehearsal before they go on. But yeah, everyone helps to prepare, the new people that are coming in. And I have to say, we have a few new people. We have a new Christine that's recently joined Julia, and Linda Balford is our new jury who recently joined. And they've just been a dream. And I was so impressed with Linda, I have to say. Shout out to Linda, because I was in rehearsal. I did one rehearsal with her as Carlotta, understudy, and she learned my name right away. She knows everyone's name, and she's so respectful. Yes, she's so respectful and just so professional and so awesome, and she's very cool. So we really enjoy it. We really enjoy her. We really enjoy it. And we have a new Phantom that's coming in soon. He's in rehearsal. Yeah, he's been in the show. I guess about 8 months or so.
Really? It's longer than that.
It's not. Something like that.
How long have you now been? Are you keeping track somewhere? How long you've been in the show?
I keep track of how many Carlottas I do.
Okay.
But yeah, I think time-wise, I've been in the show for about 2.5 years.
Yeah.
2.5 years.
We were joking about the Schubert Alley being renamed.
The Abeles Alley.
The Abeles Alley.
Yeah.
And I still talk about that in my tour.
I know. Well, there was one point where I joined Phantom, and my brother David was an original company member at once, and he was in the Jacobs, and our stage doors were right next to each other. And there's another one that's part of this alley, the Golden, which does plays. And Daniel, my younger, almost got a show at the Golden, and all three of us could have all shared the alley. It would have been amazing. But we said it'll happen one day. One day we'll return. But they're both my brothers are incredible. They're such talented actors and musicians. So proud of them.
We're proud of them too. I'm gonna post some links to some things on the video,
go
so you guys
seek
can
them
see their work. They are fantastic.
Yeah, my younger brother's in the play right now. There's a company that he started with 2 of his friends who are such talented actors. The company is called Lesser America, and they're doing a show called Wyoming. They do really provocative, really cool new theater, new plays, and they always sell out. And it's real. It's downtown, bohemian, the real deal. Really edgy. It really gets you thinking. So I'm excited. I'm going to see that Sunday.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you get that a lot? Do you get people
Yeah, I mean, at least for Phantom, what I tell people for Phantom is that they actually do cast from open calls, which doesn't always happen for all Broadway shows, but they really are interested in seeing calls. So if you call, just know that you may end up on somewhere, and you may go, he's not anything from now, but you know, maybe in a couple years, and Phantom, since it's still going to be running in a couple years, you may get a phone call. But I mean, like with anything, it's a dialogue. So you have to take care of your voice. Like we're in between shows today, and I'm going to go and rest my voice so that I can, you know, sing a second show in a couple hours. You know? So everything is just like taking care of your body and practice.
So no karaoke.
You know what? I am so bad at karaoke.
Really?
Terrible.
Give her an aria and she's good.
Yeah.
Did you have to did you work on being a diva as Carlotta? Is there any underground?
I kind of like playing a diva, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not that way in real life, so it's really fun.
That's why I was
really
like,
fun.
she's so nice. Oh my gosh, she's Carlotta.
Yeah, it's really fun. You know, once you put on the costume and you put on the wig and you put on the makeup, it's kind of hard not to be a diva. You know? I mean, it's just that you all of a sudden you're just in it, and the furs.
I love the fur.
Yeah,
You looked great.
I think cool. Yeah, jewelry. So it's really hard to avoid being a diva. But yeah, no, I mean, it's the costumes I think make a really big difference. That's definitely, like you said, the costumes are heavy. So that's something to learn. Because at the beginning, when you're Carlotta and you're waiting to make your entrance, right before you sing, you actually have to squat down in a 40-something pound costume with a 10-pound head. Well, the head's a little lighter now that you're carrying, and a crown and everything. So you're carrying probably close to 50 pounds of weight, and you have to crouch and do a squat and lift yourself up because you're hiding behind this scrim that's Sphinx, you know, that's narrow. So it's an athletic pursuit. So once you start singing, you're like,
Oh, I get it. Yeah, totally.
It's fun. She's very fun. And I like to have fun with her and play. And I always do something a little bit different. Not different, but like, you know, something resonates differently from one show to the next.
Yeah, because for Broadway, if you guys don't know, it's 8 shows a week. These guys are busy, and they're doing the same show. So there's that the question is that is the redundancy. You know, how has it affected you?
It's certainly part of the challenge, for sure. I mean, doing 8 shows a week, just the schedule itself is difficult, and then doing the same show is definitely part of the challenge. But what you have to, I mean, what I find what I have to do is to just make something different every time, you know, and remember how amazing and how grateful you are to be where you're standing, you know.
So the camera died, and unfortunately, we didn't get to do a finale. Yes. But we at least we figured that out before we left Schmackary's. Yeah. So we're at Schmackary's.
So this is Schmackary's, which is amazing. Wait. This is a place where a lot of Broadway people come. And it's wonderful cookies, and we ate a corner of a bacon chocolate peanut butter scone, which was so good. So we want to tell you to come to Schmackary. Yes. We've run into a lot of people in the biz.
Yes.
Here. And I just wanted to say that Amada is amazing, and your tours are amazing, and you are so passionate, and you love what you do, and everyone that goes on your tours has so much fun. I know this for a fact.
Thank you.
So go. And continue to do what you do because you are awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And go see Phantom.
Yes,
so you
come
can
to
come
Phantom.
and see Lynne.
Yes, come to
Definitely go and see it. She's amazing. So good. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
We'll do a little hug.
Thank you.
And say bye.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for joining us. New York Broadway Tours.